I have lived most of my life in darkness, but don't feel sorry for me. I have seen things most people with perfect eyesight would never notice. I wake up every morning to the sound of the birds outside my window. The chirping is like a gentle whisper that tells me the day is new. I know the layout of my small apartment by heart. I can feel the smoothness of the wooden floor under my feet and trace the familiar path to the kitchen. My hands reach out instinctively for the kettle. The smell of freshly brewed coffee fills the air, warming me in ways I cannot explain. I often take a walk in the park nearby. I know every step, every crack in the pavement, every tree that reaches out with its leafy fingers. I can't see the flowers, but I can smell them. I can hear the wind as it dances through the leaves, creating a melody that speaks to me in a language only I understand. People often ask me what it's like to be blind, to never see the sun rise or set, to miss the colors of the world. I tell them that while I do not see these things, I experience the world differently. I hear the smiles in people's voices, the warmth of their hearts when they speak with kindness. I feel the texture of the world under my fingertips, the roughness of a brick wall, the softness of a baby's cheek. One day I sat on a bench in the park, listening to the children playing nearby. A little boy approached me. His voice was soft and curious as he asked, "Why do you have that stick?" I smiled, feeling the innocence in his words. "This stick helps me see," I explained. "But you are blind," he exclaimed, surprised. "Yes," I replied, "but there are many ways to see." He seemed puzzled, so I continued. "Close your eyes for a moment," I said. He hesitated but finally closed his eyes. "Now tell me what you hear." He listened intently. "I hear the wind," he whispered. "What else?" I asked. "The birds," he said, his voice filled with wonder. "And what do you feel?" I asked. He paused. "I feel the sun on my face," he answered slowly. I nodded. "See, you just experienced the world in a way many people never do." His eyes blinked open and he looked at me with a newfound understanding. "You can see in a different way," he said. "Yes," I replied. "I see with my heart." He smiled and sat with me for a while. And in that moment, I felt like I had shared my vision with him. When I returned home that day, I felt a little lighter. Each person walks through life with their own unique perspective, shaped by their experiences, joys, and struggles. To some, life is a series of challenges to be conquered, while to others, it is a journey of discovery and learning. For some, happiness is found in the simplest moments like a shared smile, the warmth of a hug, or the laughter of a child. Others find meaning in their ambitions, striving to leave a mark on the world. Our perspectives are like lenses colored by what we have been through, whether good or bad. Two people can look at the same sunset. One might see hope, a reminder of a new dawn waiting ahead. The other might feel a sense of sadness, the end of another difficult day. Neither perspective is right or wrong, they are simply different. When we listen to others and hear their stories, we begin to see beyond our own experiences and discover different ways of thinking and feeling. A friend who has faced great loss might teach us the value of endurance and the strength to keep moving forward. Someone who lives with little but is always joyful may help us realize that happiness doesn't come from material things, but from gratitude and a positive outlook. A child reminds us to live in the moment, carefree and unburdened by thoughts of tomorrow. Learning from others people's perspectives broadens our own. It helps us grow beyond the limits of our own experiences, finding new meanings in places we never thought to look. In this way, life becomes a shared journey, where each person's story adds a layer of depth and richness to our own understanding of the world. Each person carries a world of experiences, emotions, and insights, and when we listen with openness and empathy, we gain access to those hidden worlds. Someone else's perspective might challenge our beliefs, expand our thinking, or show us a side of reality we hadn't considered. It could offer solutions to problems that seem unsolvable, or shed light on a path we hadn't seen before. Even when we don't fully agree, just hearing another viewpoint can broaden our understanding, making us more compassionate and wise. When we open ourselves up to the viewpoints of others, we often realize that what we have been crying over for years might not be as overwhelming as we believed. We learn that people face difficulties in countless different forms, and some find ways to turn their struggles into strengths, their pain into purpose. This realization can be incredibly freeing, helping us reframe our own problems and approach them with a clearer, more balanced mind. The quality of our life isn't just determined by what we go through, but by how we choose to perceive and respond to it.